Honestly, it's absolutely ridiculous. Why have I done this to myself? Why do I continue to do this to myself? It's just taking over my life. No complaints, but it is taking over. It's getting real bad. Real bad. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, it's and. If you don't know me and you are new here, my name is Leah. I am the owner of Lero Art, and today I actually have an aim for this video. This week I would like to finish off all of the whips I've started before starting a new project. And to make things worse for me, since you last saw me, I have added 2 new projects onto this list. Because why not? If you haven't been here before, I am currently working through my Sweet Treat Party Animal collection. If you know, you know. If you don't, they are based off of a cozy life simulator game that isn't really around now, but also is. Either way, I've been making my way through these animals, and I just have this thing. I love the start of a new project. It's fresh, it's new, it's interesting, it's fun, you get to work things out, and then it gets to like the end of it and it's not even like I'm bored, it's just, I don't know, I like to have multiple things on the go, and then I sit and I finish them all off eventually when I kind of think this is ridiculous. And we are now at ridiculous. We were probably at ridiculous a long time ago. We're now at ridiculous. So, before we start, I am going to go ahead and pack 2 orders that I've received. I've already mentioned one of them in the past couple of videos, and I've not been putting it off because it needs to go out by the end of this month. I've just kind of been not rushing is the right answer. I've not rushed it this time, but also we sold a ladybird. Crazy. So before we do anything, I'm going to insert a clip here of me packing up these 2 orders. So we have the party animal, the party worm going out, and we have the party ladybird going to a repeat customer. So thank you, Gannon, for purchasing. I really appreciate it. While you're watching that, I'm going to gather up the whips that I need to talk to you and tell you about, and what I plan to do with them and how we're going to finish them. I've just grabbed everything. I've seen the pile. I'm not even ashamed, I'm almost proud at how much there is. Right, so I'm going to do this in order of what needs doing first, because it's the quickest. It will be the things that are done the fastest, because it's very minor things that need doing. So first off, if you would remember our non-resident worm. What is this? I'm giving myself some horns. If you would remember our non-resident worm, this was just me playing. So this was the first design before I officially reached the design. No, this was the second design before I officially reached the design I was at. And basically, if you don't know the game, there is a point where you don't own any of the animals and they are all in black and white, and they have very minimal details, but they look awesome. I would love to do a bunch of these because I genuinely think they look really cool. If people are interested in having like the non-claimed residents, let me know in the comments, I guess, and I'll happily make some. So what needs doing with this one? I need to add on the diagonal, like the zigzag stripe around this bit, which will be in white, and I also need to add on the triangle detail here, which is in black. And this one's done. Literally, it's been sat down there for that long. And again, I'm just contemplating if I actually want to sell it or not. And the reason I don't is because the white, somehow you can kind of see it. It's got marks on it, like here. I don't know where this has come from. I think it may have just been from how I've stored it, but like it's not visible. You can see it on camera, but you can't really see it in person, and I don't like that. And now that I know that it's there, I don't want to sell it. I did kind of say from the beginning that I wanted to keep this one, so I'm probably going to keep it. But again, like I say, if any of you are interested in any of the black and white designs over their bright colourful designs, let me know in the comments below and I will do that for you. Maybe that can just be like a one-off, I don't know. Or in the pattern, who knows? So yes. Black and white, party worm, minor details. Next up is probably my favourite one that I have made, and since I last saw you, I've actually made quite a lot of progress on this one, and it looks so good. And I'm really sorry that I haven't kind of like shown you the progress as much, but I just got so in the zone with him and he looks amazing. But oh my god, my little dude, doesn't he look so cool? So this is the bat, if you couldn't tell. We now have his wings. I'm happy with his arms, but like they're posable, but I don't like that they keep falling forward. I wish I did something to like stop that from happening. I don't honestly know what I would do now because it's all attached. I didn't think it would be that floppy. Or maybe I just kind of, maybe they shouldn't be posable. Maybe I should put them this way, because then how would I package it? He's asleep. Anyway, so this guy is pretty much done. Let me just put his arms back where they were. So yes, this guy is pretty much done. The only thing that I need to do on this little angel is add his detailing on the belly. He basically has these down here, and I believe there's 16 of them. So he has 8 on the front and 8 on the back. So it is literally a case of sticking. And my dude is done. I don't know about pricing because I have been rather shit at timing myself. I roughly know how long it took me. I'm pretty sure it took me about 7 hours in total, which is quite a long amount of time. But he is on the bigger side. Like if you've seen the size of my worm, it's actually just a little bit smaller than this. Is probably about this much smaller. Yeah, he's pretty big. So I will try and make a smaller version that's probably more affordable. If this guy doesn't sell, which I'm almost, with everything I make, in a way I'm almost like, please don't sell, because I really want to keep him. That's not the aim, and I can always make another one. Like I have the money to be able to buy the yarn to make another one. And if you watched one of the videos a couple weeks back, I will link it up here. I actually started making him a lot bigger, and I mean he was huge. He was like this wide, and I only did the head and got through one ball of yarn, like a 100-gram ball of yarn. He was getting pretty big. So even with that, I'm glad that I shrunk him down. I would like to say, why do I do this to myself? I do this to myself because I love it, but also, why do I do this to myself? But anyway, little bat is pretty much done. He will most likely be up for sale by the end of the week, should anyone want him. I'm just so happy with this guy. He is just the best. I love him. And I recently caught him in the game. I've actually been playing the game for once. The past 2 nights I have been really going in with playing, and I just love it. It's literally the best game on the planet. And I caught one of these, and now he's got a lovely happy home, and he's just so cute. So that is project number 2. Moving on to more projects that require little tiny bits of sewing and not a lot of other stuff. This is said worm that I mentioned that was recently purchased last week. The bits that I need to do are, I've actually got the green circles done. I need to sew them on. I need to cut out, stick on the eyes, and then I need to do the green detailing around the eyes. And again, this one is done. This is another one that's probably going to end up being done today, because it's so simple. And because it's bits that need sticking on, I would prefer to do all of those bits in one go because the glue stinks. If you were here a couple of weeks ago, I think I spoke about it. Like, I ran out of the glue that I was using and I couldn't really find it, so I was trying to find another option that would work. I was using a hot glue gun for a while, which is great, but it's just, it doesn't give you a lot of time to work with because obviously it starts to cure as soon as it hits like a cooler temperature. But I found another glue that works that was basically like the original one, and again, it just stinks, so I'd prefer to do anything like that all at the same time. And for comparison's sake, because I was talking about the size difference between the bat and the worm, so this is good old Batty, and then this is the worm. So you can see in size like the difference between, which is pretty accurate, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not the point. A new project that I started because, as I said, I cannot help myself in the slightest. I made a baby worm. But look at him, how cute. So the state of the economy is very shite, and obviously a lot of people just can't afford cute things that they would like to, that cost a lot of money, you know, from handmade businesses, and I absolutely get it, I really do. It's no one's fault apart from one. So I came up with the idea of making smaller, manageable versions of what I've already got that are also more affordable, because that is one of the things that I have been told by people who are interested in my stuff, is that it's just too expensive in the world that we are living in now. They can't afford it, like they'd have to save up for it. So I kind of thought, if I can do it, I will. So obviously I've experimented with my little worm friend first because I already have the pattern. I pretty much know it off by heart, roughly. So I was pretty confident that I'd be able to make this smaller, and I feel like he's a pretty easy shape to make small, to be fair. Like, he's a cone, a really tall coned triangle thing, tube, cylinder, whatever the word is, he is that. And it was just what I needed. I needed something small and simple and quick, and hopefully a bit more affordable. So if anyone is interested in a smaller version, they will be available soon. If you're wanting a size comparison compared to the original worm, this would be it. So significantly thinner, significantly smaller, and a lot cheaper. I'm going to be working out the pricing on this soon, and when I restock my normal worms, I will also launch this one as well, so people know he's there. But what I need to do on him is also his eyes and the face detailing. So they're the two bits that I obviously haven't worked out yet. I'm hoping it'll be relatively simple to do. To be honest, I think the face detailing is probably going to be done in felt. I don't know how I'm going to be able to crochet or sew on such little detail, but I'll try it first, and if it doesn't work, it'll be felt. Either way, we have a little dude to go with big dude. So, you know, if you wanted to make a family and become like a master romancer, you do you. I am very proud of how he turned out. I do honestly think he will do really well. I think a lot of people will be happy with the fact that there is a smaller option, but we shall see. So I think, yeah, I don't know where that train of thought was going. Either way, these two will hopefully also be done today, because again, it is a cutting, sticking, embroidery, selling jobby. Moving on to some bigger projects that I've had lying around that just don't seem to end, and it's mostly because I've not touched them, which is why they're not ending. Our crocodile, he has not changed since you last saw him. Oh no, he's coming undone there. It's fine. So this is prototype number 2. Much prefer the shape of this dude compared to the first one that I tried. There's still there's still some things that I can change, which I'll be working on, but to finish this, it is literally the tail. So he's going to go to about there. I need to do his feet, I need to make his eyes and stick them on, I need to do his red detailing, and I need to do his teeth. So I think this is probably going to be more of like a project that I managed to do in a day. I would love to be able to do this one in a day. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. Obviously, I've got 3 whole days to be able to do these things now. So yes, that would be great. And then, obviously, he will be done. It's now dawning on me how much stuff needs to be done, and I have 3 days to try and get this done. Oh my god. So yes, crocodile, tail, legs, details, eyes, teeth. Good lord. We of course have our beautiful beetle. He, again, is just forever neglected, and I feel awful. But he is here so far. So we've got a wing sewn on. We've got another wing to go. I need to add on his legs. I need to do his face. Horn, I think it's a horn. I need to do his face details, I need to do his eyes, I need to do his wing details. This one I think could be done over the space of 3 days, but I'm not doing that, am I? I'm doing so much more. I feel like I'm speeding through this now because there's just so many things that each one needs doing. Anyway, this one is going to be a much longer project, but also it's a lot of like repetitive stuff. It's the face detail is what's concerning me the most for this guy, but I'm not going to think about it right now. I'm just gonna get on with it. We also have cute little beetle who honestly is look very adorable, and again, I think this could be another project that can be shrunk. The only thing with this is it's just with projects like the beetle and the ladybird, they are still projects that require a lot of things made outside of like the main plushie and then sewn on, which is why they cost so much more, because it's just a lot more to do. And while I definitely 100% could be doing like colour switching and all of that, I don't know how it would look, if I'm honest. So which is the reason I haven't done it yet. Maybe in the future if I want to have a go. Honestly, I just don't think it would look any better. I really don't. Moving on. Oh goodness. We've got the biggest pig in the world. Which way is the right way around? This way. We've got the biggest pig ever. I haven't touched him. I haven't done any more on him because it's just so daunting. And with this in the minute, because I am on the sewing stage of the body detail, it's one of them projects where it's like you feel like you're doing something because you can see you're physically doing something, but it's just taking so long it feels like you're doing nothing. It's one of them. It's like you can't see the progress you've made until you've got other bits on. But for him, it is sewing on this band here, which to be honest is almost done. Making the ears, very easy. Making the tail, relatively easy. The feet are made, they just need to be sewn on. And then it is the other detail here, which I believe is triangles. They're just sewn on. And then it is his eyes. Genuinely, there's not that much to do. It's just sewing this at the moment that is taking so long because I'm having to use such a long piece of thread or yarn to sew it that by the time I've done one stitch, it's taken me about 2 minutes because I'm having to pull so much yarn through. That's the only reason this is taking so long, is just the amount of sewing so far. He is so close to being done, it's unreal. I don't think I'll be able to do them in a day, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, you thought I was done. I started making a little pig. Oh dear. But Lord. Oh, you thought this is the size I should have aimed for the first time, but did not. I'm sorry, I just had to. I have this thing, especially if I know that something is really, really not right. I don't even want to, that's not the right word. I basically like a good challenge. And as I mentioned before, I seem to like to make things on the bigger scale because I'm just a detail oriented person with stuff like this. I try, especially if I'm replicating something, I try and make it as accurate as I can. And in my head, for some reason, to do that is to make it on the bigger side, which, you know, makes sense. The bigger, the more detail. But because I did that and I had leftover yarn, but not enough to make it another one the same size, I instantly just went, let's see if I can make it smaller, which is pretty much the same logic I had for the little worm. Again, I just wanted to crochet something, but I didn't want to do anything new, but I wanted to like challenge myself on basically on what I already had. So of course, with how big this piggy was, I had to try and do it smaller, and I did, and honestly, absolute perfection. This is the shape I wanted originally. He's the size I should have done originally. He's just adorable, like the nose, that way. Absolute adorable. Perfection. Gorgeous. I have already started doing his ears, which are very freaking cute. Like, look at you. They seem a bit big, but in the picture they are actually rather big. So I might shrink him a bit, just a little bit. What else? No, I think that was it. So for this guy then, it's the same as with the other one. I've got to do, oh no, there's even more. I've got to do the wiggly detail. I have to do his triangles. I have to do his tail, his feet, his ears, and his eyes. And I think off the top of my head, that is everything. I'm pretty sure. But this is all the projects that I've started that aren't done yet. And granted, it does feel like the worms are forever cropping up, but that's because you guys are buying them and you guys are loving them, which honestly fills me with absolute joy and still shock that people want them. I'm now officially on my 12th worm, which is just crazy. Genuinely, it's crazy. But obviously, they will forever be popping up because they are something being sold. So I'm not counting them as a whip, like they are a whip, but there's a purpose behind that whip. Whereas everything else, while there is a purpose, they're not done. They're not done. So, that is going to be the aim for this week's video. I said so as if I was done with this week's video. Absolutely not. This is probably going to be a really long video. May have to be in 2 parts if it's that long. I may even make the challenge a 2-part video because I want to get as much done as I can, which is also fine. But yeah, we're going to start today off with the easy bits. Easy. Because they require little to no effort. There's little to do on them. And once they're done, they're done. They can go off and do what they need to. And it's all fine. And then it's going to be the beetle, the crocodile, and the 2 pigs that require a lot more work and effort because they actually require me to do something. And I also haven't crocheted in about a week. I hope I'm not rusty. But it's fine. We will do what we can. And hopefully, by the end of this video, or next week's video, by the end of this video, you will see some projects finished and on my Etsy, ready to sell. After all that, I forgot one. I forgot my original ladybird. So this is the original ladybird that I started on. This was the one that helped me determine the original official pattern. So for this guy, I need to do her mouth, her eyelashes, and her antenna. Minor stuff. More things to add to today's pile. Good morning. It is officially Friday, and I can so far safely tell you that the challenge is going well. So on Wednesday I managed to finish almost everything that I intended on doing. That was the bat, the ladybird, the worm that needed selling, the worm that has been sold, and baby worm. So they are done officially. I, however, didn't finish the baby worm or the worm that has been sold until yesterday, and that was the only thing I managed to do yesterday. Life really came in full force and I just had to do adulting stuff. So yesterday was a bit of a write-off. So I'm glad that we got those bits done. What I would like to do today, since there is still the 2 pigs, the beetle, and the crocodile. Oh, and I did the black and white worm as well. That's what I also did. The bits I would like to get done today would be both of the pigs, because I can do both of their parts simultaneously because it's just either sizing up or shrinking one. I would like to finish the end of the crocodile, and then I'm just going to see what happens. Just going to see what I can do today. I don't think the pigs will take me too long because a lot of it is sewing stuff on, but it's the fact that some of it is sewing big things on that require a lot of time. So we're just going to literally see how today goes and see what happens. And yeah, let's see how much of this challenge I can do. If not, there would definitely be a part 2 in next week's video where I will finish off the rest of it, and then hopefully after that we can start doing something new. Let's get going. has been a very long time since this morning. I think I started filming about 10 a.m-ish, 10:30, something like that. It is now just gone 3 p.m. and so far, I feel like I've done a lot actually. I have made all 4 feet for Little Pig. I've made 2 ears for Little Pig. I have, oh my goodness, sewn on all 4 feet for Big Pig, and I sewed this on. This didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to, but I managed to sew this on for Big Pig. So this and the feet are all done. They're not exactly how I would have liked the feet to go, but I'm very happy with how it actually sits because it's pretty level and they're pretty even. It was very much a guessing game. Oh, but it worked fine, so it's good. So yeah, we're making good progress. It's taking longer than I thought it was going to, but I knew that. But I'm making good progress. I'm pretty happy. I'm about to start sewing on the ears for Little Pig, and then I'm going to make and sew the ears on Big Pig, and then I'm going to go back to sewing the feet on for Little Pig. I wanted a break from feet. So that is the plan for now, and then after that it will be making the tails, but I think I'm going to go till about, for like another hour, so like 4 p.m, because I was actually quite like to just sit, chill and read my book for a bit, because while this is all very easy-ish stuff to do, it takes a lot of my brain effort anyway. So yeah, I'm going to go for about another hour, and then I would like to sit, chill and read my book, and that'll probably be the end of the video, but I will come back, show you, update you, and then yeah, see you in about an hour. It is now officially 2:20 and I'm done for the day. I am done for the day. So here is an update on where we got with Sir Piggy. So I managed to sew on Little Pig's ears, which I think look very cute. A bit intimidating right now because they're so big on something so small, but I think once the tail is in and he's on some feet, it will balance him out a little bit. All that is left to do is the tail, stick the feet on, and then the swirly pattern here, and then the detailing on this bit and the eyes. And for Big Pig, not much change, but ooh, I did make the ears, so it'll be like this. And honestly, I think they look pretty good too. Hello. I do apologise that I wasn't able to get everything done in this video that I said I wanted to, but I also don't apologise because I got way more done than I thought I was going to. If I'd have had yesterday as a not adult day, I definitely would have got a lot more done. But yeah, things happen and this is just it. But we will be carrying on with this next week, where I will get at least all of the pig's body bits done, the crocodile, and hopefully start some work on the beetle. Hopefully next week we will get a little bit further along. So here is the two pigs together. Don't they look cute? I did also say I would show you the other bits that we have officially finished. I'm going to just tidy up the space a little bit and then I'll do that and then we'll end the video. I'm going to do a final roundup, tally, whatever you want to call it, of everything that I finished and worked on this week, just so you can see the progress. And yeah, I'm really proud of myself. So first up, we finished both of the worms, big and little, and I think they are adorable. Absolutely adorable. So this one has already been sold. This one will be sent out next week now. This will be a new addition. However, this one I will be keeping for myself because I made a very silly mistake and the eyes are not level. This one is lower by 1 row. I thought I got it and I didn't, so I'm kicking myself, but it's not too obvious. Like, I think if someone bought this, I don't think they would notice, but I notice. So therefore, it will not be being sold. So this one I'm going to be keeping my very own final edition mini worm, and then I will hopefully have some wool to make another one because it is the orange that goes fast. But yes, this one will be going to its new home as of next week. I also finished my ladybird. This is the first edition that I made, which is the one I will be keeping. This is the one that started it all. Well, actually, no, the worm started it all. This ladybird started the ladybird frenzy that's currently going on upstairs. So yes, this one is officially, finally done. It's no longer just staring into the depths of my soul. It is happy, eyelashed up, antennaed up, and very, very cute. I then also finished my my bat. Doesn't he look gorgeous? So anyone who is a true party animal fan will know that the wings do actually have webbing, obviously, to make them fully fledged wings. I honestly don't know how to do that. I know how to do it, I just don't know how I want to do it in this instance, because I feel like whatever I do, it just won't look right. I had the idea of maybe just crocheting something really thin in like a triangle shape, or maybe like crocheting in. I'm not sure. I thought about the idea of using felt and sticking it in the gaps, but again, in my opinion, that to me would make it look tacky, and I don't like tacky. So I think for now, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to see what the people of Reddit say, and if they notice. If they don't, fine, we'll keep Bat as Bat. But yeah, so I absolutely love him. If I was to do this one again, I would definitely make this body bit here shorter, probably by like 2 or 3 rows, and I think he will be absolutely perfect. I also didn't add on the mouth because I didn't have a dark enough colour felt that I thought would make much of a difference, and I tried black and it just looked very strange. I've thought about maybe stitching the mouth, but I don't know. I feel like he looks better without. I think he just is that kind of character. But anyway, Bat is officially done and he's pretty damn big. Pretty big. And then, as you've already seen, we've got progress on Big and Little Pig. And these two I'm also very proud of. I'm happy that I got this swiggly bit all sewn on and done. I'm happy that I've got bits sewn on that I've had just sat around for ages and that are now attached. I've made some extra bits. I do feel like I could have easily sat and made the tail. I don't think it had taken me that long. I just don't have the energy to do anymore. I am starting to listen to my body a little bit more, in the sense of if I'm starting to get tired, don't just push through it every single time. In certain instances, yes, but when it comes to like the end of the day, just wind down, especially on a Friday. But yes, we have these two. We have all of those made. The only one that I can't show you because it's currently upstairs and my partner's in a meeting is the black and white unclaimed visiting worm. They're all done. There was just a few little details finished, but I am also glad with the way I did this. I'm glad I got done the littler stuff where it was just the little details, because then at least I can say that I've got a lot done. Whereas if I'd have done it the other way around and it was just kind of the case of having a pig, maybe possibly 2 pigs done, while yes, it would have been a lot of effort, I would have been looking at a lot of unfinished projects still, and I didn't want that. But yeah, I think that's been a pretty productive week, and I'm really quite proud of myself actually. All I can really say now is thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my videos and supporting my channel, especially watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the challenge, and there's definitely going to be a part 2. We'll be continuing this next week and possibly the week after, because they're such big projects. I just really want them finished before I start anything else, because yeah, there's a lot of things that could possibly be available for purchase that I've just been sat around and they're just not going anywhere because I'm not finishing them. I'm starting them but not finishing them. So yes, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, give this video a like, leave a pig emoji in the comments if you made it this far, and subscribe if you would like to support me and continue seeing these party animals being finished. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Goodbye.